it's Lisa Clark, and thanks for tuning in to my channel, Therapy Art for You. And we're doing this part of the lemur in this part 5 of the series. And we've already established the eye and how I wanted it to look. So now I'm just working around this eye. I will tell you, I learned my lesson. I am right-handed. I don't know why I did this eye first. I should have done the other eye first and worked my way across since I'm right-handed. But that's what glassine paper is for, so I just had to be very careful not to rub it. I did end up having to go over and touch it up at the end after I finished the other eye, but anyway, that's okay. So all I'm doing here is just adding a little bit of the color that you might see in this part of the eye above his eye and the fur. It's a little bit more of a grayish, discolored look. So yeah, I'm just kind of paying attention, trying to get closest to the reference photo as possible. Is my work exact? Nope. But it's mine. It's, it's what I reproduced. So I was very happy with how this was all going. Now, was I really kind of tired of fur? Yep, I sure was. I'm not going to lie. But anyway, I normally would not do these whisker type hairs yet. But I figured, well, I already did this eye, which I should have waited to do last instead of before the other one. But that's okay. I went ahead and added just to see what it was going to look like. I wasn't crazy about it. And I think I end up going back and touching it up in a different part of the series later on. But at any rate, it's back to fur, and I put it off as long as I could. I got that eye done. I'm pretty happy with it. So it's time to go back to the fur, all the little hash marks. So that's what I'm doing here. It's kind of boring, but at least it starts filling in a little more and making everything make more sense. So it's going to be lots of layers of these hash marks because I am trying to get as much detail as possible. I want it to look soft. I want it to look real. I want it to look like fur. And fur isn't just one layer. Fur is lots of layers. You hear me talk about layers with any kind of color pencil, whether it's just regular, Carbothello pastel, or if it's just regular color pencil. Layers are so vitally important. But at any rate, that's what I'm doing here. I will tell you, in certain areas, I'm a lighter touch. And then in other areas, I'm a harder touch. This area, I would say, is more like a medium touch because I know there's going to be layers going above it, and I want things to pop through it from beneath. So that's the idea behind my pressure, if I'm doing hard or medium or soft. It just depends on what I want to peek through, if that makes sense. So anyway, I've said this before. When you see white fur, it's never just white. It's going to have other colors in it. It's kind of like grass. You think, people say, oh, the grass is green. Yes, it sure is. But it's also got browns and yellows and oranges and purples maybe. It's just, there's a lot of different colors. And that's what you kind of have to peel the onion, pick it apart, see what colors are really happening there. This little guy has some undertone, like skin showing through. So I've got to lay that down and try to get it to the best of what I see in the reference photo. So this part of his face is definitely not just white. There are different colors going on, different layers of colors. So the trusty black Carbothello pastel pencil is great. Plus I'll just use white or black charcoal pencils because I have multiples of those, and I'll sharpen them before a project. Because as anybody can see throughout these projects, I am very lazy when it comes to sharpening my pencils. I just am. I will use it like right here. This poor white pencil is so needing sharpened, and I know that, and it would probably have a lot better effect if I had it sharpened better. But sometimes I kind of like the effect of a very dull pencil. I don't know. It's just my opinion. It's just sometimes I like it. Maybe that's just my excuse to not sharpen it. But anyway, so I'm just putting another layer on top of that medium pressured layer. This layer is a harder pressure, but what's going to happen is those hash marks I made at the beginning, the very first layer, they'll poke through. So I'll get that different hair direction that's going on. There's a lot of different hair directions going on in this part of the lemur. So I'm trying to pay attention to direction because that does make a difference. But this is part 5 of this lemur series. If you have any suggestions, any comments, please feel free to leave me those. I will respond to you. But that's about it for lemur part 5. Stay tuned for parts 6, 7, 8. I think I go up to 10. So have a great rest of the day. Bye.